Hello Sumeti, welcome back to my channel. So I'll be showing us how to make these roses, how to attach it to the dress. It's very detailed, that's why the video is a little bit long. So I folded my fabric into smaller parts like this, then I drew circle on the fabric. Okay, so I have 2 yards folded here like this. Okay, this is 2 yards in total. I folded it until I got the size, then I just drew a circle and I'm just going to cut the circle round. So here I've gone ahead to cut the 2 yards. This is not everything on the table, I kept some aside. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, you can see the candle that is burning on the table. I've already burned some of them, so I'm just going to use the candle to burn the side round, so that by the time I sew it together, no part of it will be free, like the thread will not be removing. So that's exactly what I am doing here. So I'm going to do that for all the pieces that I have cut. So in total, the yards of fabric I use for all the roses in this video is 4.5 in total. So this is how I did it. I just made the same size of circle, cut it round, use my candle to burn it round, all of them. Then I count like 10 of the circles each, and I folded it this way. You can see how I folded it here. Then I'm going to sew loose stitch. You know, when you that gather stitch you make a hand, that's what I'm doing here. So you can see how I folded the fabric before I am running the gather stitch, but you're not going to do the gathers to the end. No, you're going to stop like about 1.5 or 2 inches before the end. Okay, so you see where I stopped here, that's where I stopped. So we're going to start from there, but then you are bringing another one, you place it on top. So you see that place that I stopped with the gathers. Now I'm going to fold another fabric and place it on top. Okay, so you fold the fabric into to place it on top. Make sure that the curves are following. Okay, so when you place it on top, you make sure that it is following, so you continue sewing. Then this next one that you've placed on it now, you're going to sew it onto it to the point whereby you leave like 1.5 or 2 inches like we left in this first one. You're going to do the same thing for this second one. So you can see how I am sewing it. Your normal gather stitches, that's what I'm doing here. So when you sew, you can see that I'm still sewing it. So when I sew to the place that I feel like is enough, don't don't go too close to the edge of it. If not, it's not going to come out well. Okay, so you just follow it the way I am doing it. So you leave that space again, you leave it again, then you fold another fabric into two like so, place it from where you stopped on the other one, then you continue sewing. So what are we doing now? We are sewing the fabrics on top each other, on top each other. Okay, so we're just putting the edges of the fabric on top each other to extend. So like I said from the beginning, I'm using 10 pieces of this fabric to create one rose. Okay, so I'm going to continue stitching them together like so until I have stitched 10 pieces of this fabric together like this. You can see that I am continuing with it. This is how I will continue with it until I've stitched 10 of it together. Okay, so I know you'll be wondering, why is the video 15 minutes long? It's because I want you to see the detail process. I want you to see how I attach it to the dress also. Okay, so you can see me, I'm still attaching it here gradually. I'm still showing us this part so you don't get confused. There is no magic here, I'm just attaching them on top each other. So you can see that the this thing is increasing, like it's increasing because we are almost done. So I will just continue until I attach the last one. Okay, so this is what you would do for all of them. I think I had about 20 something in total, 20 something roses in total. I think about 24 or 26, I think, yes. So I had 20 something in total of the roses that I used on this dress that you saw at the beginning of the video. You saw the dress on my body before the roses, and you also saw the dress on my body after the roses. Okay, I'm very sorry that my phone is not so clear to bring out the details you need to see, but you can see the picture, the professional picture I took with it. It's actually very nice. It came out very nice. So this is me sewing the last one. So what will you do in sewing the last one? You are going to sew it to the very end. Okay, you will stitch it to the very end. Can you see what we have here? So after stitching it, go ahead and draw the gathers. So as you're drawing the threads, the fabric is, we are pulling the fabric and everything is coming together. You don't draw it too tight, so that when you fold it to create the roses, it will relax, like it will be very relaxed when you're creating the roses. So you can see that I'm arranging it. You make sure that the back is not turning to the front and the other side is the other way. No, you make sure that they align. You arrange it very well. As you are dragging the gathers, you arrange it very well. So after dragging it like this, you can see that I didn't make it too tight. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to fold it in. Okay, so what are you going to do? You can see me arranging it. You have to do a very good job arranging it. So after arranging it, what do you do? I'm going to repeat the same thing for all the pieces and come back. So here now, we've drawn gathers for all the pieces we've created. This is the first 2 yards that I cut. Okay, and this is it. It wasn't enough, so I used another 2 yards, 2 yards and a half. So it's 4.4 and a half yard I used in making the roses in total. It took a lot of fabric. So you can see me folding it, like I'm just folding it in, but you're not folding it tight. Okay, if you make it tight, the rose will not come out well. So you don't fold it too tight. So after folding it, go ahead, put your gum on the bottom of the rose, like so. This is a gum I'm using. So you make sure that it's plugged to the light. So when it's melty, you just put it, just, you are using it to hold the fabric together. Okay, so you just turn it the other way around so that it will dry up before taking it to the main dress you're attaching it to. So this is another one I have. I'm just going to fold it in. Like, I'm not doing much work here, I'm just folding it in. So after folding it in like so, I will go ahead and put the gum at the bottom of it to hold it together, like we're holding the bottom of the roses together, of the rose together. So I will continue doing it like this until I've gotten the volume or the amount of the pieces of roses I want, that I think will be enough for me. And at this particular time, while creating these roses, I do not have a style I want to do on the dress yet. I was just creating the roses because I feel like once I have enough roses, I'll come up with what I want to do with it. So here now, these are all the roses. You can see that I've placed the dress on the table. So I'm just going to arrange the roses and see how I want it. Now, the idea I had while I was making this dress was that I wanted the roses to be on the front part, which is the lower part, from the waistline down. Okay, it's a short dress, but I didn't want to leave the upper part. So I didn't want to leave the upper part so plain, so I decided to, like, okay, let me just put some across it like so to see if it come out well. And when I did it, it came out well. So I just went ahead to arrange the other parts accordingly, line by line, and make sure that I finish the roses. Okay, the reason why I didn't think of adding to the back is because I feel like it will not be comfortable to sit down if you have those roses at the back of the dress, and it's not a dress I intend to make and just dump in my wardrobe, right? So that's why I did not add roses to the back of the dress. So here I've gone ahead to arrange everything, and the first thought that came to my mind was to go ahead and tack it down with needle and thread, like you can see me here do here. But as at the time I was making this video, I had like just how many hours to go for my photo shoot, right? So the time was not there to do hand stitching for all of them. So what I did, I used the gun gum again. You know, it was the gun gum you use in holding the roses together at the bottom when we're creating the roses. So what I did now, I had to place the gum on the roses and press the roses to the dress. So you can see what I'm doing here. That's how I did it for all the roses. So do you see what I did there now? So like one by one, I just picked them from the position I arranged them on, attach gum to the bottom of it, and put it back to its position. You just press it and it will gum. So that's what I did until I was done attaching all the roses. Now it did not just end there. After the photo shoot, I realized that they weren't very stable on the dress. Okay, so you can see what we have here. You can see that I've attached everything like this with the gum. So the ones I feel like didn't stay where, I had to do it again. So at this point, please do not mind my camera at this point. I do not know how it got this bad, but when I was recording this part, the camera refused to come up well. So what I'm doing here, after attaching with the gun gum like this, I went ahead to tack everything one after the other. So that's what I did. I went ahead to tack, but the kind of tacking I did, I just picked a part of the roses and a very tiny little part of the dress, and I make sure that the thread does not appear at the lining because the dress is fully lined. Okay, I make sure that the thread does not appear at the lining, only the main fabric and a very tiny part of it. Then I did this stacking. I will just tie it together. After tying it, I will cut it, pick another part of the roses, do the same thing, tack it. Like on one roses, I tack like four parts of the roses. Now this tacking I did helped me to conceal the gum at the bottom of the roses. Okay, so this is what I did from the beginning to the end for all the roses. It took a lot of time, but at the end of the day it was worth it. So if you want yours to come out very well, you can also use your gum at first. It will make it a lot easier for you, like because once it's stable on the dress like this before you're attacking it, it is much easier. But when you're using gum to first of all attach it to the dress, make sure that you are not putting too much gum. You're just attaching little gum to hold it to the dress. Then you go ahead to do the tacking side by side, and when you're doing it, you make sure that the thread is not obvious. You're passing the thread in between the roses. Okay, so when you're done, you can just arrange the roses back without the thread showing. You just arrange them back. So this is me still tacking. Like I said, in one roses I tack like four parts in a rose. I'll just pick around the roses, four places to tack on, to make sure that it is very firm to the dress. If you're still watching to this point and you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share to see more of my detailed video. I'm very sorry about the camera quality. I hope to get in a better phone soon. So this is how I got the dress done. After tacking, it was stressful. Like I said, tacking it was very stressful. Even making the roses was stressful, but it was worth it at the end of the day because a lot of people liked it when they saw it on my body. So it's just tacking, and once you're done tacking, your dress is ready. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. There's no comment fashion on YouTube without you. I really appreciate your support. If you're new, you're very welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of my video. Bye.